It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Now, Lauryn Hill and Rohan Marley's daughter, Selah Marley, had went on social media and talked about some of the trauma that she had from her childhood, that looking back, she's realizing how it's affecting her. Here's a little recap.
She was just very angry. And so when we would get disciplined, she'd be like, go get the belt. And, you know, my mother is an amazing woman, but she obviously didn't do everything right. So I'll show you what she would do. She would hold our hands like this, and we would just sit in circles as she beat us. It was literally just like that. Ooh, that actually just traumatized me. Hearing that sound, and then after that, it will be fix your face. That was some slave that they were on. All black parents on that.
Now, mind you, this was a whole 2-hour conversation. So in order to get the whole gist of it, you would have to watch the whole thing. Well, Lauryn responded. Rohan Marley had already responded and said that he'll do whatever he has to do to, and that he loves his daughter very much. And Selah has already been upset that people took this out of context, and she doesn't want people bashing her parents. Now, Lauryn Hill said that Selah has every right to express herself. I encourage it. But she also got the discipline that black children get because we are held to a different standard. The discipline was seen through the lens of a young child who also had no place to reconcile me as mom and me as a larger-than-life public figure. It took me a while to realize that my children and probably everyone who knew me saw me in this duality. She said, if I'm guilty of anything, it is disciplining in anger, not in disciplining. My life has been about protecting my children from all kinds of danger, and that's only possible when you protect yourself from the danger as well. She goes on to talk about her own personal battles that she had as a successful recording artist and how the wolves and sharks would come after her and her family. She said keeping a child sober-minded in the midst of everyone trying to seduce and bribe and coerce is an incredibly challenging thing to do.
It's interesting because when you look back at your life, at least me, a lot of the discipline that, I experienced as a child, it was actually abuse. Like, kids not supposed to get hit with extension cords and switches and big, thick leather belts. Like, beating someone in order to discipline them and get them to act right, it is slave tactics. And I also understand that my folks had their own traumas they were dealing with, their own hurt, their own anger. So I'm not going to call it a standard that you discipline black kids with just because we're black. I think that a lot of it has to do with some hurt that the parents may be going through as well.
Now, Lauryn says she shouldn't be the only one.
Never hit me. My parents, parents never hit me.
Oddly enough, my mom is black, my dad is Chinese, and my mom would never hit us, but my dad, every day.
Wow.
We got a beating damn near every day. Now, Lauryn said she shouldn't be the only one to carry the blame. She said, if you come for me, come for your own mama and those absent fathers. Come for them too. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, your great-great-great-great-grandparents, Caribbean parents, African parents, and everyone else damaged and judged for being black and forced to conform and assimilate to Western standards of order shaped through the filter and lens of anti-blackness.
Yeah, and she's right, but they didn't know any better. And when she talks about those Western standards, that way of disciplining people in order to get them to behave is definitely Western standards. Like, we were doing what the slave masters taught us to do to our own kids.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I love Lauryn Hill, but I liked Rohan's response better, But Lauryn did say that she and her daughter have been talking and healing together. So that's important too.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, that is a beautiful thing. So, shout out to that whole family. And
I got a lot of trauma because of Lauryn Hill, by the way.
You said you did?
Why? Because when my mom and my father were going through their divorce, my mom used to listen to X Factor over and over.
That is my song to this day.
And that's what I thought. I was like, damn, mama cool because she listening to Lauryn Hill. But as I got older, I realized she was listening to that song because she was actually hurting. So it's like, I hate that record because of that.
It brings you back to that part, right?
Yeah, sometimes it trickles into me hating on Lauryn Hill for no reason. At least it has in the past, but that's before I realized what the trigger was. So, salute to you, Lauryn Hill.
All right, now HBO Max is offering free streams of the Russell Simmons documentary, the Russell Simmons Accusers documentary On the Record. So now, if you want to see that on YouTube or on Twitter, they said the offering kicked off with the Twitter Watch event. And yeah, you could see On the Record for free and stream that. So that can be viewed on HBO Max's YouTube channel, the HBO Max platform via the film's landing page through September 12th, if you want to see it. And T.I. was on his Instagram. He went live and he shared a visual of King, his son, with, Tiny. And he was in a hot tub and it looked like he was smoking some weed. So here's what happened when that went down.
Yeah, I'm out here enjoying myself, doing it the family way. Of course, we want our children to experience the life that we have afforded for ourselves and introduce them to parts of the world that we ain't been able to experience when we was kids. But then, I come out here and look what I see. Man, what is you doing, bro? What? Man, I'm gonna come kick your ass, man. That's what I'm saying. Down here sitting in the goddamn jacuzzi. I don't know what he doing, man. Look like what is he doing?
Does that bother you guys as parents? Your kid smoking weed?
Was he really smoking weed though?
15, yeah. Was he really smoking weed? But if it was at 15, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, I wouldn't want my daughter, none of my daughters smoking no weed at no 15 years old. Like, nah.
What do you do when that happens? Because they probably going to do it with their friends anyway.
My father never caught me smoking weed, but he would smell it in my room. And like the only thing he would kind of do is just like, yo, you don't understand that ruins your brain? That messes with your brain? Like, he never really got like super mad or upset. He would just kind of like yell at me.
Yeah, but if he was, I mean, the bigger conversation is you feel comfortable to do that in front of me, And yeah, you shouldn't be doing it, but you gonna do that in front of me? But we don't even know if he was smoking weed or what he was doing. But if that was,
but is it not, there's a guy in that video who says he was fronting for the gram. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
So yeah, we don't know. All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.